So we'll start, with kind of introducing this brief. We'll just, this brief, I'll just restate that. So this brief really dives into the basics of campaign finance and specifically the key terminology and debate surrounding campaign spending, the types of political organization that raise and spend money in the political process, and a little bit on this law and court cases that have shaped campaign finance and helpful information for you to know before you donate and actually become really interested in participating as a donor in political campaigns. So, as an introduction, the main purpose of campaign spending are to generate name recognition, reach potential voters with a candidate's message, and like any enterprise, political campaigns need resources to fund the activities that will help get the candidate elected. And the amounts vary greatly depending on the type of race, whether the race is contested, whether it's national, state, local, and the cost of media in the market. So we at the Policy Circle, there's a series around the election. There's one on election integrity. There's also an active voter guide, and we invite you to also review these briefs and use it as the cornerstone of your Policy Circle discussion. So one section of the brief always goes into why it matters. And Megan, I'd like to invite you to kind of tell us, read about free speech and how campaign finance and contributing to a campaign is really a form of free speech. Maybe you could read that section.
Read that section? Sure. So money is spent differently depending on the type of organization, the activities they are allowed to engage in, and any relevant laws. Hard money goes directly to candidates and is tightly limited by campaign finance laws. The limitations make it hard to raise, but few restrictions make it easy to spend. Soft money cannot go directly to a candidate or campaign and can only be used for party building activities, such as advocating for the passage of a law and voter registration, and not for advocating a particular candidate in an election. However, contributions can be unlimited. The Institute for Free Speech notes foreign nationals, national banks, and congressionally chartered corporations like Fannie Mae may not make contributions in any election, federal, state, or local. Corporations and unions are prohibited from contributing in some states, and certain kinds of corporations, such as public utilities, gaming, and liquor licenses, and insurance companies may face special restrictions. Lawmakers have also proposed restrictions on contributions made by donors residing outside a candidate's state.
So, there's a section here about why it matters and free speech. And one of the things, and this is one of the things is participating in fair and open election is one of the many freedoms that Americans enjoy. And the First Amendment ensures that your right of free speech, and it is an expression of this right to contribute directly to a candidate's campaign or to make an online video or TV advertisement in support or opposition to a candidate. In addition to voting, this is how you make your voice heard. And government is always going to have an important position of power. So free speech in the form of support or opposition to elected officials serve as an important check on that power. Free and fair elections should maximize people's ability to run and participate and support candidates. And setting strict limitations and regulations on campaign financing can squelch that participation. Meg, I'd love for us to talk a little bit about, just this expression of free speech